Secret ingredient for someone, I'll bet. She won't be bothered by acid. This must be the village Zoko was talking about. It looks like the whole place flooded. Maybe from a recent storm. Wonder if anyone made it out. Let's check around the shore. Machines. Must have moved in after the flood. That tree looks like it's about to fall. If I give it a little push, it could make a bridge to the broken building. This'll break my fall.
Can anyone hear us?
What? Where are you?
We're trapped in this tower. Flood blocked the way we came in. There's a ladder at the top, but we can't reach it. Okay, I'll find a way to get to you.
I need to get to the ladder at the top of the building. Maybe there's a way to cross over from the broken one next to it. Works. Now I just need to climb inside to get to the top. Should be able to cross over to the survivors from there. There's the ladder on the other building. I can make that jump. It looks like it's stuck. Maybe I can use my weight to make it drop?
Whoa, whoa! No! That was our only way out!
Everyone okay?
You're not one of us. Sorry. Yes. We took shelter in here when a mudslide swept through the village, but debris blocked the passage we came in through. That ladder was our only way out, but we couldn't reach it from here.
Don't worry. I'll find us another way out of here.
Do you know what happened to the others? Before we ran in here, I thought I saw a few of our comrades climbing up a watchtower on the north side, near the grotto.
I'll look into it. Can you make it to the shore from here?
If you find us a way out, we'll make it.
Okay. Sit tight for now. That should do it. Okay. You should have a way out.
Thanks. We'll head to the shore in a moment.
Okay. Better find this watchtower on the north end. Used to water this cold by now. There are more survivors on that overlook. Must be where Natika is. Is he all right?
He will be. There.
What about the others?
Let me worry about that. Rest now. I'm Natika. You're a long way from the east, Outlander.
You're Natika. So this must be Bleeding Mark.
What's left of it? How do you know this place?
The Inker's apprentice in Scalding Spear told me to find you. He was worried something happened to your supply caravan.
Well, as you can see, we have more important problems than delivering Ashblood.
What happened here?
The last storm caused a deluge that brought down half of the mountain. The mudslide barreled right through the village. I hear we have you to thank for getting these soldiers to safety. But there are others still missing, and I need to keep watch here.
Then I'll take another look around. If I find anyone else, I'll send them your way.
Much appreciated. And if you see an older soldier, grim-faced, goes by Kentok, tell him I'm here.
Place to rest. Useful for making dyes. Survivors on that broken watchtower. Wings holding up? Machines. Must have moved in after the flood.
Hey, Outlander! These machines got us trapped up here. We lost our weapons in the mudslide.
Sit tight. I'll take care of them.
Those boulders. Break the support beam, crush the machines. It's not gonna back down.
beam!
Now.
We're coming down! You showed those machines.
Is everyone okay?
Better now, without Snapmaws prowling around. You sure know how to fight. We saw some of our comrades stuck on the eastern cliffs. They could use a hand too, if you're willing.
Okay, I'll check it out. Have you seen Kentok? Natika asked me to keep an eye out for him.
Last I saw him was before the mudslide hit.
Okay. Head for the shore, on the other side of the village. Natika's there with the other survivors.
Will do. Thanks again.
Hold on. I'll figure something out. I need to find a way for the Tennoks to get down from the cliff. That big crane could help. If I can get it into the right position, I could make a bridge for them. Rubble's blocking the base of the crane. Maybe I can clear it if I pull that beam out. I must be stuck on something else. Underwater, maybe. My focus can help me search. There. More rubble. Igniting that fire gleam should clear it. Okay, crane's in place. Now, how to lower it to reach the cliff. I should take a look at the bottom of the crane's arm. See if there's a way to move it. Looks like there's something weighing the arm down. I've got to get out of the water to get a better look at it. Look there. If I pull out that beam, it should remove the counterweight and lower the arm. I better shake off this wet. Don't think I can pull the beam from here. I have to get up higher. There we go. Oh, damn it. Arm's stuck on something. I better climb up and take a look. If I detach those cables, the arm should drop the rest of the way.
About to drop! Watch out!
We're clear. Blood of the 10. How'd you manage to do that? I don't know how you did it, but thanks for the rescue.
Is everyone okay?
His legs snapped against some debris as we were making a run for it, but he'll live.
How'd you get stuck up here?
A mudslide tore through the village in the last storm. This ledge was just above the flood when we got to it. By the time everything calmed down, the water had receded, leaving us stranded. And we couldn't leave a fellow soldier behind.
Can you make it to the shore from here? Natika's there, tending to the wounded.
Natika. Thank the 10. We'll head for her location. She'll know what we should do next. Thanks again, Outlander.
Okay. I think that's it for survivors. But I didn't see Kentok among them. I should head back to Natika. Let her know.
Rest now. Aloy, thanks to you, these soldiers are safe. But where's Kentok?
I didn't see anyone who matched his description. Do you know where he was when the storm hit?
I was the last one to see him, just before. I told him I wanted to leave this place to pledge my blade to the Chief's guard, but he refused to discharge me from the squad. All Tenakth are stubborn fighters, but Kentok is more so than most. So I walked out. I was coming back from the opposite ridge when I saw the mudslide.
You were coming back to make amends.
I must find him. If anyone can survive such a storm, it's him.
You said Kentok is your squad leader?
I've trained under him ever since I was assigned to a squad. He's tough as a shell snapper. Unforgiving as the desert. But my blade is quicker, deadlier because of him. And he taught me to fight for duty, not just glory.
To serve something greater than yourself.
Yes, and yet he wants me to be tethered to this place, rather than fulfilling a greater purpose with the Chief's guard.
You said you wanted to pledge your blade to the Chief's guard. Is that what the Marshals are?
No. The Marshals travel the breadth of the clan lands, enacting Chief Hekarro's will. The guard remains at the Grove to defend it and the Chief. But like the Marshals, only a handful are chosen for such an honor.
So why did Kentok not want you to go?
He claimed that the greater honor was to serve my squad and clan. But all we do here is gather supplies for ink. How can that compare to guarding the Grove? The chief himself.
So a mudslide did all this? Must have been quite a storm.
We've had more and more of them over the last few years. Torrential rain, lightning strikes, winds that rattle the metal towers. But this last one was the worst yet. This area used to be as arid as the rest of the desert. The storms have changed all that. But for all this water, we still rely on the capital for our supply.
Why is that?
This water's poisoned by ash blood. Undrinkable as machine oil.
The Inker's apprentice in Scalding Spear mentioned you exchange ash blood for water.
It's the way of the desert, where other villages hunt for food or machine parts to trade with the capital. We collect rocks. Important rocks. The clan relies on ash blood to mark their skin. How can they record their glories without our supply?
I can take another look around the village. Where did you last see?
Natika,
I'm here.
where's Kentok? Did he make it?
We're going to find him.
He saved me. Pushed me out of the way as everything collapsed. But then the flood took him. Towards the gouge.
The Gouge?
It's an ancient passage that leads deep underground. Come. I'll show you.
Natika, we need orders. We're exposed out here. Only half of us can hold a blade if machines come.
What do you want us to do?
Go. The gouge is in the hillside, northwest of here. I'll catch up when I can.
What are we going to do now?
Let's get a couple soldiers posted. Lookouts to start.
Understood.
That must be the Gouge. Looks like an old mine. Why are you blocking the entrance? Kentok got swept in there during the flood. I wanted to clear some of it outside. Go! Time to head in. Okay, let's see where this leads. Take it easy. You must be Kentok.
Oh. I was an outlander, no my name.
Natika sent me to find you. The soldier you saved told us you were swept away by the mudslide.
So, he made it. Good. And Natika. She came back.
Yeah. She was on her way back to talk to you when the mudslide happened. She's looking after the survivors now.
It was my mistake to deny her discharge. A soldier is supposed to sacrifice for the good of the tribe. Looking back now, She was right. I didn't want to let her go. The Chief's guard will gain an invaluable soldier. At least after all this, I won't be in the way anymore. I can tell you know a fatal wound when you see one. My service to my clan is done. So, leave me.
No, you're not going to die down here. There has to be a way to get you out.
There isn't. I tried to climb out, but it's no use. The walls are too slick.
Water's coming in. From the surface? And not from where I came in. There must be another source. And if I find it, and open it up... You might not be able to move Kentok, but I think there might be a way to move you. Hey. Hey! I need you to stay awake. I'm gonna take a look around.
You're just like Natika. Relentless as a fireclaw.
And you should be used to it. Just sit tight. I'm going to get you out of here. That waterfall must be coming from somewhere. I need to get higher up to figure out where it's coming from. Must be another source. Can't hook onto that. There's some metal in that wall across the way. Might be able to pull some of it out. I can reach the other side. Glide in? Okay. The waterfall I saw down below should be coming in from somewhere around here. Gotta find its source. Water's coming in from there. I can use the fire gleam to break open that wall. And this whole place should flood. The Wrath Kentox line should flow right up to the top. Found us a way out. Almost there. Hey, stay with me.
Tell Natika.
You tell her yourself. She said you're a stubborn fighter, so keep fighting.
Kentock!
You wanted me to tell you. The blade answers only to the hand that commands it.
He would say that every time we sparred. Sometimes as an insult. Other times as a compliment. But I guess he was right. It was always my choice to stay or go.
I'm sorry you didn't get to make amends.
So am I.
What will you do now?
I'm not sure. Bleeding Mark has a chance to recover. And once that's done, I could join the Chief's Guard. But I have to lay him to rest first. With full soldier's honors. Aloy, wait. You saved my comrades, somehow drained the entire village. I want you to have this.
Thanks. And good luck. Whatever you decide. rush of air.
Always be vigilant.
Your enemy is mine.
You may enter, Outlander.
Stand strong.
You fought well.
With everything that happened, I feel like I need to do more.
The visions will guide us.
Try.
Okay.
A word, if you will.
I'll join too. Glory, honor, truth.
Stuck here.
They shine anew in the vision.
Join JTF-10 for a covert operation deep within the rainforest.
Chief gets his way. Lasting peace with the Carter.
You should learn more about our ways, Outlander.
Up for a game of strike, lady?
New visions.
Okay.
It's a strong sign that we move back. You're walking tall.
Good day.
You should see our spear in action. May Regala's campaign come to
May your enemies.
Could you imagine? Outlander.
It's a strong sign that we should back
It's Aloy, Regala's Bane.
on. Trade. You need that. I'm sure of it.
Better to set the meat. Made a direction.
There. Come and trade.
Seek out the wisdom of the
You burned this.
If you want to improve your next hunt, let's trade. Remember me when you... You need hunting goods.
plan?
Aloy, it's Kotallo. I've heard that the Red Scum clogging up the rivers has cleared in much of the Lolan clan's territory. But for some reason, the water around their capital, Thornmarsh, remains polluted. Perhaps this is something you could help with.
Yeah, maybe. I'll look into it when I can.
May Regala's rebellion turn to desert dust. Good day. Honor and strength. Walk in French.
Had a good run at the hunting grounds the other day. Learned a half strike.
Full striper.
Even Outlanders see that Regala is treacherous.
Have a care? By now. Or regret... Later. Victory awaits you.
I mean, took a vision that no one else did.
Machine doesn't like fire. This easy? Catching snowflakes on my latches. The Zenith Research Lab's right up that cliff. Kotallo said that's where we'll find parts to build him a new arm. I should let him know I'm here. I should probably let Kotallo know I'm back at the Zenith Lab. Hey, Kotallo? I'm at the Zenith Lab. Ready to come over?
I'm on my way.
Aloy, I appreciate you meeting me here.
I'm happy to help. Did Gaia mention where exactly in the Zenith Lab we'd find what you need?
She mentioned the chamber where you found Beta, and the database that lies within. She said it'll help us find the knowledge and components I require to build a new arm.
At least we know where to look. We will have to be quick about it, in case the Zeniths are watching.
Understood.
The lab's up this way. You okay?
I got this.
Machines. They're scrapping the Spectres for parts.
Should we dispose of them?
Or we can sneak past them.
Your choice.
Fire's wasted on that machine. scrapping the Spectres for parts.
Should we dispose of them?
Or we can sneak past them.
Your choice.
Fire's not gonna help here.
Battery is.
You underestimate! Take this out! That's a very useful device! You should respect the Outlander.
Entrance to the lab is by that tunnel. Come on.
The enemy did this?
Hard to believe. Yeah.
Enemies up ahead.
Fire won't do much. better get a move on. The room we found Beta in is up ahead.
Lead the way.
Spotted.
Let us seek the next.
We're here. Now we just need to find a way to access the database Guy was talking about.
Varl mentioned you found Beta in one of those pods. I would hate to be locked up inside such a thing. Barely able to breathe.
I think I found what we're looking for.
Let's hope it holds the answers we seek.
I'll download the database to your Focus, so you can search through it later.
What about the components?
They should be somewhere on the... Spectres!
For the fallen marshals!
I am a weapon honed for battle!
I need to get my stamina back first. The Zeniths might send reinforcements. We need to finish up and get out of here. The components should be somewhere on the second floor.
I'm right behind you.
We need to search the entire floor.
I'll keep a lookout. Don't want any more surprises.
Good idea. A vent. Might be a way out of this room. Components have to be here somewhere. Please tell me the components are in there. I should go back and give these to Kotallo.
You found the components?
See for yourself.
You have my thanks, Aloy.
Something wrong?
I was just thinking about what it will be like after I build the arm. Will I feel different? Whole again? Idle thoughts. They can wait until we're back at base.
You go on ahead. I might want to take one more look around, in case there's anything useful.
Very well. I look forward to putting what we found to good use. Walk with the 10.
Snow haze is lifting.
Definitely not getting any of this.
Maybe speak.
Braving the wilds as reckless as ever, are we?
Me? Never. Have you spoken with Erend at all?
I've had little chance to. I did see him bring some ale from out east.
That stuff's as bitter as self-brush.
You get used to it, eventually. In fact, I wouldn't mind a drink myself.
I'm sure Erend wouldn't mind sharing. How's it going with the arm?
It is nearly complete, but I'm still adjusting the fittings. Soon, I must test it.
Looking forward to it. Must be strange, seeing everything through a focus now.
I can see machines like never before. Their strengths and weaknesses simply reveal themselves to me. To think that such a tiny object might be the most powerful weapon I've ever possessed.
What do you think of this place? It must take some getting used to.
It's an efficient center of operations, and an acceptable training facility. Though it could use some more color.
Duly noted. have to go.
Keep your bow close.
Aloy, did you need anything?
You brought up Rost before. I do think about him. You know, he was all I had. And he brought me up the best he could. Not only that, when Hades discovered who I was and sent the Eclipse after me, he sacrificed himself so I could survive. But that seems like ages ago. So much has happened since. What I'm doing now, I don't think he could even begin to understand it. The Sacred Lands were all he really knew. So I can't let myself dwell on him. Not with everything I have to do.
I understand. Sometimes, when I think about my sister, about what she would have become if she had survived the Proving, it hurts. And I just need to bury it for a while. But only for a while, Aloy. You can't ignore it forever. Memories always come back. The ones that matter, anyway.
I know. But for now, the mission has to come first.
Fair enough.
If I get Omega clearance, and then we grab Hephaestus, we might finally have the advantage over the Zeniths.
Can't wait to see their faces as they stare down a bunch of charging Thunderjaws.
Better them than us, for once. You better not be slacking off on your studies while I'm gone.
And risk Zoe coming after me? I value my life. In fact, I've been reading about Ted Faro. How he destroyed the world and crawled into a hole after killing those who saved it.
He definitely was a piece of work. You feeling okay?
I was just thinking about Beta and all that time spent with the Zeniths. To think someone would make a person just to lock them in a room to use when needed, like some sort of tool. Elizabeth Sobek sacrificed herself for the world, and yet they have no trouble treating Beta like a slave.
Another reason we have to stop them. I should get back out there.
We'll make sure Gaia's ready to move when you return.
You're back. Good. Before we talk, I wanted to give you this. For helping me heal the land gods. Plainsong is in your debt.
Thank you, Zoe.
You deserve much more for all you've done. May the land always bloom in your steps.
And yours? So, how does a tribe like the Utaru manage to maintain the peace with warriors like the Tenakth?
By holding them off. When our fields bloomed aplenty, the Tenakth looked upon our lands with envy. But Plainsong's dishes provided sanctuary and high ground to keep invaders at bay. In the end, even the Tenakth saw sense in a truce. The Utaru promised to provide the Tenakth with food from our crops every year. In exchange, the Tenakth would relinquish one of their own, a veteran, to train the Utaru in combat. This custom was abandoned a few years after the derangement. But some veterans still remain in the plains.
It couldn't have been easy. Seeing your people suffer while the Carja invaded your lands.
I come from a small village near Plainsong. My grandmother used to say there was no seed that wouldn't grow there. I moved to the Dishes when I decided to apprentice as a healer. When the Red Raids began, I thought about going back. But the injured kept pouring into Plainsong, day after day. So I kept putting it off. One day, I woke up to hear a Carja raiding party had ransacked my village during the night. I rushed there with the healers to help the survivors, but There weren't any left. The smell of burning flesh haunts me to this day.
I'm sorry, Zoe.
I made it a point to appear before the chorus as soon as we returned, to demand that we take a stand against the invaders. I was denied. So I left to fight on my own.
You said you set out to fight the Karja alone?
I did. But it turned out I wasn't the only one. News of my disagreement with the chorus spread through the plains. Before I knew it, I had more than a dozen Utaru warriors ready to follow me into battle. We knew we couldn't take on the Karja armies head-on, but we also knew the lay of the land better than they did. We ambushed smaller raiding parties, sabotaged their supply lines, and hit their encampments at night.
Sounds like you were a force to be reckoned with.
Enough that the Tenakth took notice. When the clans began to push the Karja back east, they let us join their ranks. We chased the enemy all the way to Barren Light.
You said you were at Barren Light when the Tenakth defeated the Karja?
Tenakth marshals climbed the cliffs of the Daunt under cover of night, then attacked from the other side. Before we knew it, the gates were open, and the full force of the clans burst through. What happened next was not something I like to remember. When all the dust and blood settled, I smelled it again. The stench of burnt flesh. Our enemies defeated. What was left of my squad returned to the Utaru Plains. I went back to Plainsong. But even as the harvest passed, it didn't feel like I'd truly returned at all.
Is that when you became a grave singer?
I thought soothing the suffering of others would somehow appease my own. Then you came along and gave me a choice. I could either sing at people's graves or fight for a chance to keep them alive.
I'm glad you chose the latter. The Zenith did a number on Beta. But she seems to trust Varl.
I still can't believe she told him the Zeniths are immortals. Old ones who cut themselves off from the cycle of life and decay. I've never heard of anything so selfish. To deny our dying bodies to the earth. To doom the life that would bloom in their place. It's despicable.
How'd it go with the chorus after we fixed the land gods?
They were shocked when I told them that our lands would soon be on the mend. I thought Fane's eyes would pop out of his head. But of course they had no choice but to take it as good news, even if it meant all their preaching about meekly accepting our doom was exposed as rot. To be honest, I found the conversation to be highly enjoyable.
I'm glad. You deserve it. They're lucky that you never gave up on saving them. How much have you read on Ted Faro?
Enough to wonder how a man who worked so hard to heal the world once could let greed and pride condemn it so easily. For one spirit to diminish in such a way, I'm not sure if I should hate him or pity him.
You've spoken with Kotallo?
A few words. Tenakth don't have much use for us outsiders. You must have made quite the impression for him to offer his fealty.
I should go.
Back to studying it is.
What's this I hear about you going west?
Turns out we need one last thing before we can grab Hephaestus.
Because it would have been too easy otherwise.
I guess you know what we're up against by now.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. When Varl first told me those bastards come from the stars, I thought he'd eaten too many of those medicinal berries. Yeah, but I've gotten used to seeing impossible things, thanks to you. I just wish they weren't always trying to kill us.
Yeah, you and me both. You still sifting through loads of data?
Yeah, it's interesting. There's lots of words. I thought maybe I could try finding things with more, pictures in it. Not much luck there, but I did find out about these holofilms. Like images put together to tell a story. They were made to look like they were the real thing. The Oseram like shows. I bet they pay a lot of shards for those hollows.
How are things going around here?
Hey, you tell me. Varl's new girlfriend tried to kill me earlier.
What did you do?
I made one joke about how they, eat grass a lot. How does anyone fight with nothing but tree leaves in their stomach anyway?
From the looks of it, the Utaru.
Yeah, well, I wasn't expecting her to be that fast.
Just try not to get hurt. I need to get going.
I think I know the answer, but are you sure you don't need any help? Gaia mentioned this other tribe you found, the Quen. They sound like a nasty bunch.
I can handle them. In the meantime, Varl will help you get ready for what comes next.
Take care of yourself, Aloy.
So the old ones painted their faces with something called...
I don't think that door had power before, but... looks like it's malfunctioning. Looks like some kind of maintenance space. This leads. Power cells? Huh. That did it.
Aloy? A bunch of lights just turned on up here? Was that you?
Oh. Huh. Yeah, I guess it was.
know that. But if it was me, never run back. Come on, I'm being serious.
So am I.
Hot as an Oseram forge, as Erend would say. That Oseram camp Talana and I were trying to find should be around here. I'm still getting that signal.
Noticed machine riders earlier. They seemed like they were racing or something. I don't know.
Stayed there until a couple of Glinthawks attacked.
Talana, glad to see you made it.
Thanks to the secret passage through your base. It was quite a sight.
Secret passage? Don't let the others hear you say that, or you'll have a lot of Oseram knocking at your door.
And you are?
This is Raggart. He's a scout with this caravan. He says Amadis was here.
He joined up with our expedition right before we went through the tunnel. After we made camp here, I set out to do some scouting. I also made peace offerings to the Tenakth for trespassing in their territory. Amadis wanted me to ask around about someplace called the Rot.
What did you find out?
Most I learned was that it's where the Tenakth took their prisoners. Somewhere far to the west near Thornmarsh, the Lowland clan's capital. He set out to find it not long after.
On his own?
I tried to warn him, but he was dead set on going.
So you're a scout for this crew. Anything I should know about the area?
Where to start? Down south, we got a trio of Oseram trying to delve into the ruins in the sand.
Morland and his showman.
Yeah, that's the fellow. They're quite a spectacle on their own, let me tell you. And then there are all the other folk, who broke away as soon as we got to this side of the tunnel. Salvagers, explorers, all sorts of daring venturers.
Just how many of you were there?
Enough to lose track, that's for sure. I've also spotted some rebels a while back, too. Seems like they've been patrolling the desert. Heard all about the rebellion from the Tenakth up in Scalding Spear. That's the Desert Clan's capital, north of here.
Sounds like you've really gotten to know the area.
It's what I do.
Did Amadis say anything about why he was heading to the Rot?
Afraid not. He was a man of few words.
Sounds like him. Did he look okay to you?
More or less. He seemed shaken when we learned the tunnel had collapsed behind us. But then again, so was everyone around here.
What happened when you went through the tunnel?
Nothing. Our crew split into 2 groups to pass through. Everyone here was part of the first crossing. Aside from some pitch-black passages, it was quiet. Whatever befell the second group spared us. Steel Spark be praised. But you best talk to Porgov about that. He knows a bit more than I do.
Thanks, Raggart. This has been helpful.
Hope you find him.
Okay, I'll head for Thormarsh. Meet me there.
Hold on.
What?
You're willing to go to the ends of Tenakth territory to find this guy. No hesitation.
Of course, he's one man alone in the Forbidden West. I'm just worried about him.
I think it's more than that. I'll meet you near the lowland capital. But then, you're going to tell me who Amadis really is.
Fine. I'll lay low, north of the village. See you there.
Looks like we have company. Why not rest for a moment, friend?
Maybe if we go up and over?
Oh, there!
Get that.
Machine's tough. Acid's no use here.
Aloy, it's Kotallo. I've heard a strange report about a missing soldier from Tide's Reach, a lowland village on the western coast. With the marshals spread thin, there's no one to investigate. Would you consider it?
I'll try to stop by when I'm out that way. Right, because claws and shredding jaws weren't enough, apparently.
point being hungry.
Honor and strength.
Hikaru's on. We walk in strength.
Walk tall, champion.
Thornmarsh. Quite a sight, isn't it? Never thought I'd find myself this deep in Tenakth territory.
Have you run into any trouble?
I've been keeping my head down. Had to duck into the swamps a couple of times to avoid Tenakth patrols.
Well, I'm here now, so spill it. Who is Amadis, really?
Like I said before, he helped me put a stop to a hunter-killer machine out in the wilds. At first, he thought I was just another hunter from the lodge who only cared about the biggest machine trophy. And I thought he was just a grouchy hermit living in the woods. But then, he trusted me with the truth. Told me how the Red Raids took everything from him. Seeing that side of him, I don't know, changed things.
You love him, don't you?
I think I might, yeah.
Then why did you part ways?
When he told me how he failed to save the woman from his past, I told him how I made peace with my father and brother's deaths. He realized he needed to do the same on his own.
Wait. When we searched that Red Raid's battlefield together, you said he'd lost someone close to him there. I thought you meant a fellow soldier.
She was. Women aren't allowed to serve in the Carja army, but Nessa disguised herself so she could. Amadis kept her secret. When he left to come out west, he promised he'd send word that he was all right, but his letter never came.
So you set out to find him.
And when we do, I'll have words for him for leading us on this wild goose chase.
Well, at least I kind of understand now. Amadis thought Nessa died on the battlefield, but when he learned that the Tenakth took prisoners back west, he kept going. So I guess now we find this prison, the Rot.
I did some scouting while I was waiting. I think I might have found the way.
Lead on then. Do you think Nessa might still be alive?
I doubt it. Any Carja prisoners from the Red Raids would have been killed or returned home by now.
Then what's Amadis after?
I think he just needs to know.
Over here, you flaming husband.
That's him!
Firefly's right on his heels.
There's no match for it alone. Come on!
Got you! Tawana?
We've got your back!
What are you doing down here?
Talana,
You were supposed to let me know you were okay.
I was going to send the message right after I crossed into the desert with an Oseram caravan. But when it became clear that the tunnel had collapsed behind us, I figured the only thing I could do was press on. Seeing as you found a way out here, however, clearly I was wrong. I'm sorry. The last thing I wanted was to worry you.
So, you must be Amadis.
And you must be Aloy. Talana's told me a lot about you. And I guess you must know about me.
A little. We know you're headed for the Rot. But what are you hoping to find there?
A clue. Or a shred of one. Anything about Ness's fate. Maybe she died on the battlefield. Or maybe she wasted away in that prison. Either way, I have to know.
Talana told me about you and Nessa during the Red Raids. That you kept her secret.
We were both assigned to the Southern Spear Division. Our orders were to push into Tenakth territory through the tunnel. She was proud to serve the Sundom at first. But as the atrocities mounted, we both saw the raids for what they were.
And the two of you grew close?
We did what we could to protect innocent lives. It felt like we were the only ones who objected to the slaughter. And yes, we were close. Until the Battle of the Burning Blooms.
What happened at the Battle of the Burning Blooms?
I had intel that the Tenakth forces were greater than we had anticipated. I tried to convince my commander to halt the attack. He was a drunken lout. And when I threatened to reveal his incompetence to Carja High Command, he pulled a knife on me. So I killed him.
In self-defense.
It was still murder. I was condemned. But I thought at least I could still save Nessa. I was too late. By the time I got to the battle, the fields were already burning. Our soldiers slaughtered or missing. What's more, the commander I had killed was from a powerful noble house. They put a bounty on my head. I've been on the run ever since.
But the Red Raids are long over. Sun King Avad would pardon you if he knew...
The Sun King can't help me.
A pardon from Avad won't stop bounty hunters eager to claim their prize.
So, you and Talana, sounds like the two of you had an adventure out in the wilds.
Clawstriders, a hunter-killer, mercenaries, a shell snapper. Nothing could get in our way.
A scruffy hermit in the woods certainly tried.
That was foolish of him, in hindsight.
Well, we're here now, so let's head to the Rot.
I can't ask you to come with me. I feel bad enough you've come this far.
I didn't come all this way just to leave you now. We'll see this through together.
I know better than to try to talk you out of it. Come then. The Rot's not far. The Rot's along the shore, but we'll have to stick to the woods to avoid being seen.
How did you find it?
I overheard a Tenakth patrol from... You returned, so let's continue.
Sorry, there was something I needed to do. You were talking before I left?
As I was saying, I overheard a Tenakth patrol from the nearby village talking about it. Figured it out from there.
What were you gonna do if we hadn't found you? Take it on alone?
We'll wait here.
Sorry, had to go deal with something. You were talking about something before I left.
As I was saying, I only need to question one guard. There it is. The Rot.
Those are Regal's rebels. They're waging civil war against the rest of the Tenakth. They must have taken over the prison.
then they would have killed any of the guards. They were my last hope of finding out if Nessa was there.
Maybe not. There might still be some clue inside.
Even after all this time?
Aloy can see much more than you or I.
Then let's do it. Any scrap of hope is better than nothing.
We'll have to find another way in. The front gate looks impenetrable.
And there's no way we're scaling those walls.
You two stay here. I'll see if I can find another way in and get that gate open. I should check around the sides. Might be a way in from the water.
We'll wait here until we get the gate open.
Losing light. Gonna be dark out soon.
See that too?
Gotta get to the main gate to let Talana and Madison.
False alarm.
Okay.
Call it off.
Blade is ready.
Okay. Is it working now? Hello. Hey, what's up, buddy? I'm doing well, man. Long time. You're still playing Horizon?
Any sign of the enemy?
Started playing that Ghost of Tsushima Legends with my friends. Fun. Oh, it's dope. You've played it, right? Oh, did you already like max out everybody? Did you max out everybody or what?
Still covered in
So yes, everybody's max. So, I've been playing that Persona 5 Strikers too. It's pretty fun. It's fucking fun, dude. Like, Persona into like basically like a Musou game, like it's pretty dope. Yeah, it definitely feels a lot like Dynasty Warriors.
Get the main gate open.
Fused together with
Talana and Amadis can help me clear out the rest of this place.
Story's cool. Like, the whole fighting machine is like a lot of fun. Like, it's satisfying. So, I recommend it. Have you not played it?
Over there.
Oh, shit.
Over there.
Let's go.
playing any co-ops today.
Contact! Let us out! Hold on. As soon as the coast is clear.
I see the Outlander!
Oh, why are you guys doing this? Why is everybody on Fortnite now? Oh, they took out building? Like to everything? Like it's not a mechanic anymore? What? Enough people got upset by it that they finally took it out, or what? Alright, I'll download it.
Close in!
I don't know why I have Destiny 2 on my shit. That's pretty weird right now. Because every single time I download it, like, as everybody's playing it, I still end up playing it. I end up downloading it. Destiny's just not fun. I don't know what. It's just wrong.
The gate's open. Let's go.
We got your back, Aloy. Bring it.
Target the Outlander!
Much better.
Make her.
Is there any other games you guys can play?
I need some help.
Or is that the thing?
Ammo for you.
I'm hurt.
I didn't even have to type it, bro. Like Fortnite Celebration Pack. Yeah, free. Comes with Zone 2 pickaxe. Rep. Nice smile on those guys. Why do they have these ice ones in Very smart Fortnite.
Better we find her than she finds us.
I kinda wanna get that Final Fantasy 8 remastered. It looks pretty tricked on everything. I mean, if you look at the original like PlayStation, it looks like a distorted cutout. And like they just
Stop that! Attack! Now! Here, Emma. She dies today. She's trapped here. Mark my arrow. She's using a rope.
in this game, it's Persona 5 Strikers. It's kind of like fucking, if you don't want to end up using all of your
Are you okay, Aloy?
Make certain attack combos block differently for each character. I just love how you can just like fucking jump from character to character, just pull off like combos and shit. And each character
I see
plays
the Outlander.
unique.
Spare a moment.
Pretty fun.
Help them out! Shoot her!
Come on, boy! Let him fight!
These are powerless!
I need to check this one.
That's all of them.
End of the line, Outlanders.
That device is gonna call a machine.
Cone? Either of you? I'm down. I did just take a dab, but I'm down to take another one, I think.
Good man.
I might need another one. Do another dab, babe?
Good time to take a dab, then.
Anakin and Ron. Okay. I'll get it going.
What the
What did you
fuck
say?
is that?
It's like, you know, one of those long neck.
Oh, it's a plesiosaur.
Yeah, plesiosaur.
Just
Okay.
out of the water. They weren't supposed to do that. He's big!
It's good. It's solid, you know. I definitely have to beat this game before I get home.
What'd you get? Classic. Fucking charge. Trying to get my dab together. Alright. Cheers, guys. It's my turn.
You might be a nice target. Aloy, strike while you can!
Did you hear what they did to Fortnite?
They took out the building, right? Yeah. That's why I'm downloading it right now. hate myself for it, kind of, but
When you're unplayable, it's gonna put us against Newcastle.
I guess this game can go to other towns and stuff like that.
Alright, I think that's the end of it.
So he'd drive around in a camper.
Hear that?
Stash this away for later.
Yay.
Here. Door's locked, but that last rebel had a key on it.
Freed by Karja.
That log splitting video
Have we
you
not
posted.
been humiliated enough?
It's not their fault you were locked up in your own prison.
That log
I'm
splitting
looking for
video you
information
posted.
about a Karja soldier.
It's like, oh,
She might
and
have
it's
been
like,
a prisoner
oh, daddy.
here 5 years back. Her name was Nessa.
The Karja Nessa was here. I killed her myself.
Nessa.
I'll handle this. Go secure the grounds.
It's you, isn't it? Nessa, how?
It's
Why?
Rataka.
Let me get this straight. You were Nessa. You were brought here as a prisoner during the Red Raids and then became Tenakth?
The Karja forbid women from military service. I lived my life pretending, ashamed of who I really was. But the Tenakth measure a soldier only by their strength and resolve. So I took my place among them.
Nessa. Rataka. I've mourned you for 5 years. Why didn't you let me know you were alive?
I had a new life. I wasn't going back. Not even for you, Amadis.
So if you became Tenakth, how did you end up as a prisoner here again?
My squad was ordered to retake the rock from Regala's rebels. We failed.
Considering how much Regala seems to hate the Karja, I'm surprised her rebels let you
Did it
live.
finish? You're right.
No.
I'd be dead if they knew. But few
Like, no,
Tenakth
fuck you.
remember who I once was.
If you were brought here as a prisoner, how did you become Tenakth?
I knew it was only a matter of time before the Tenakth killed me and the others who were held captive. But one day, one of
Okay.
their soldiers
Try
stopped
this
in front of
again.
my cell, asked how a woman had ended up
Wow,
fighting for the
wow,
Mad
here.
Sun King. As he spoke, I realized he was once Karja.
Vashav.
I heard how he
Like
fell at
such
the embassy.
precious time is lost.
He deserved a better death than that. The other
How big of a
prisoners
game
he
is
condemned to
Fortnite
death,
these days?
but he
I
convinced the
forget,
Tenakth to let me
honestly.
fight for my life. I won through blood and blade. I became Rataka and never looked back.
I bet Chunky.
The way Amadis talked about your time together, I thought you'd still care about him.
36.
It was 5 years ago.
I didn't abandon you. Before the battle, I tried to get Godiah to call off the attack, but of course, he didn't listen. I ended up killing him.
Then he got
Oh,
what he
Dauntless.
deserved.
Nice.
I ran for the battlefield to find you.
I
You were
miss
already gone
Monster
by the time
Hunter
I got there.
sometimes.
I didn't
The game
know.
was just, there was a level of
Even if I
epicness
did,
to it.
I mourned you.
Like being able, like
and
playing
then
with your
I
friends
moved
and fighting like a giant ass monster and, you know, having to be calculated about it, just being
You were
physical
willing to
badass.
wear a
It's
disguise so that you could serve in the
it
Karja
was a
army.
very satisfying game.
Do you miss being Karja at all?
No. The Red Raids showed me there was no honor in fighting for the Carja.
I still haven't played
my comrades and I were brought here as prisoners.
Like I didn't play all through of Iceborne. Like I really didn't. I didn't even get to encounter all of them.
It's better this way. Beneath my Carja armor, I found I had the blood of a Tenakth.
What will you do now?
Sick.
You've taken back the rot. My squad will ensure it stays that way.
So this is it? After everything we've been through, this is goodbye?
It has to be.
Wow.
My place will always be here, and yours is back east.
Alright, so
I'm
it's
sorry
gonna be
that you
downloaded in
suffered.
36 minutes.
You deserve better than how the last 5 years
I don't
have
know.
treated you. I'll make
Worst
sure you're
case,
granted safe passage out of the lowland.
Less than an hour
Consider it
to install.
Nessa's final farewell.
At least now you know the truth.
Somehow it hurts worse. You must think I'm an idiot.
No,
you.
I just think you
No.
have a lot to figure out. I'll take you back east to the Sendem. After that,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Talana, I
For
understand.
the fucking
I'm sorry it came to this.
Kroko's Basket, it's fucking
Me too.
good.
Give me an Aloy
I
moment.
haven't watched that though.
Are you alright?
To be honest,
It appears
No.
that George Lucas will
What's gonna
soon be
happen between
returning
you
to
two?
Star Wars to direct
I'm
a
not
fully
sure.
original Star Wars
he
film.
clearly has a lot more feelings to sort through.
The film will
And I want
probably
you to
take
see
place in a part of the Star Wars
I want you
galaxy
to have
fans
this.
have not seen
You're
before.
seeing this through with me.
The story will
No
also
hawk could
borrow
ask for a
ideas
better
from
thrush.
Lucas's original idea for the sequel
Or a better
trilogy,
friend.
but the actual place on the
So,
timeline has not been
I guess this
confirmed.
is it then. You're heading back
It's
east.
still in early stages of
I
this
think I'll hang around Barren Light
project,
for a
so
while
that there are a few
before returning
details
to Meridian.
available at the moment. However,
If
the
you find
important
yourself
takeaway
back
is
that
George
way,
Lucas is
look
coming
for me
back to
there.
Star Wars.
I will. Safe travels, Talana.
So apparently he did have, Lucas has also gone on record to talk about his original plans for the sequel trilogy, and based on the
Maybe I should
information
check in with her
available
the next
about
time I'm
his
at
plans, it
Barren
appears
Light.
vision of the sequel trilogy
Seems like
was
she could use a
radically
shoulder to
different
lean
from
on.
what Disney had envisioned. It also is no secret that Disney's era of Star Wars films did not go over extremely well with fans.
Well, everybody's just gonna be like, "This is the canon universe." The other three were bullshit.
People were already pushing for that, so Dave Filoni could do what he wanted. And so if George Lucas comes back, and Dave Filoni, and you know they've worked plenty together already on like the Clone Wars and
Maybe it's what I
whatnot,
needed.
like I wouldn't be surprised if the new Disney movies became uncanon. And I would be so happy. Because nothing they've done in the TV shows, like Mandalorian and whatnot, has tied in the sequels.
Hello. World's ruined.
I mean, I'm all about more Star Wars content, so let's do it. Oh, you're busting out. I can't hear you.
You're roboting hard.
It's not better. Ooh, what happened to my fucking foot?
What's going on? Yeah. No, for you, it's like very robotic-y.